そして生まれたその世界が
A young girl named Jun Naruse was very excitable and talkative. She loved fairy tales and was always fascinated by the castle on the hilltop, which in reality was a love hotel. She always wants to go there with her prince. One day after the school, she saw her father leaving the hotel with other women. When she returned home, she didn't realize the significance of what she saw, and in her excitement, she exposed her father's infidelity to her mother, who was cooking for her father. Her mother said she mustn't tell anyone about that, and don't ever talk about it again. After that, her parents separated and her father was forced to leave the home by her mother. When Jun tried to stop her father, he blamed her for the family conflict that follows. Devastated by the blame, while she is crying, thinking about her prince will come to rescue her, she imagines a fairy egg, who blames her talkative nature for her situation, and tells her that if she wants to live peaceful life, she has to seal away her words. The egg put a curse on her by sealing her words, so she won't hurt people again. Years later, Jun has grown up and is attending high school, and still suffering from the effects of the curse. But fate has other plans for Jun when no one showed any interest in joining the community outreach event. Jun's homeroom teacher, Kazuki Junshima, signs her up as a member, along with 3 other classmates. Takumi Sakagami, a shy member of the music researching club, Natsuki Nitou, a cheerleader and honor student, Daiki Tasaki, the former ace of the baseball team. Jun tries to refuse, but suffers stomachaches due to effective curse. Later, when Takumi goes to the teacher's room to reject his position, he finds a musical instrument and starts singing. Jun, who also comes to reject her position, she hears Takumi singing and is captivated. But she runs away when the teacher shows up by giving him a note of her withdrawal. The teacher then suggests a musical for outrage event. The next day after school, Jun follows Takumi around the school. When Takumi asks her about it, she talks to him using her phone. She then explains to him about her past, like what happened to her family and the egg's curse, saying whenever she tries to talk to someone she gets a stomachache due to the effect of that curse, so she stops talking to anyone. Before he leaves, she asks him if anyone can convey their feeling through the song. He tells her if she wants to say something she should try singing. At her home, Jun tries singing, and in this way, she learns the curse doesn't affect her if she sings. The next day in class, Takumi, Jun, and Natsuki show some options along with musical for the upcoming outreach event. But Daiki questions Jun's participation, because she can't speak, and calls her useless for a musical. Takumi stands for her and tells Daiki that he is no better than her, because his junior teammates also call him useless. By that, the current baseball captain and Takumi get into a fight until Jun stops them through her singing and runs away. After school, that evening, Natsuki runs into Daiki at the train station, who is sitting there to pass his time. Daiki asks Natsuki to go out with him, but she declines his offer, saying she is seeing someone else. Meanwhile, Jun runs away from her house. She texts Takumi, who was shopping at a convenience store, and asks a favor to turn her words into a song. She comes off the bus and meets him. She tells that she really wants to convey her feeling, and wants him to convert them into a song. When she gets a stomachache, he brings her into his home. At Takumi's place, Jun writes a story based on her life in the form of fairy tales, and shows it to him. She requests him to convert her story into a beautiful song, which he eventually does by using his piano. Later, all the community members along with Daiki gather to discuss the musical. While discussing the musical, Daiki's junior teammates also show up, ditching their morning practice without being aware of Daiki. They badmouth him, and Daiki has a falling out with his teammates. One of his teammates, Yamaji, tells Daiki that he is an eyesore and wishes him to disappear. Jun intervenes, saying don't speak those words casually because words can hurt someone, which leads to another stomachache. But this improves her bonds with the other committee members. They take her to the hospital, and her mother comes to pick her. After that, while Takumi is walking home with Natsuki, she misunderstands Takumi's concern for Jun as a sign that he is falling in love with her. Natsuki tells Takumi that she will cheer them on, despite her feelings for him. The next day, Daiki makes amends with his teammates. He then also apologizes to Jun for what he did in the class. Jun's class decides to perform a musical for their school festival, based on the story of her experience, narrated in the form of a fairy tale. As the group spends more time together, Jun starts to develop feelings for Takumi. Daiki asks Takumi about his relationship with Natsuki, having heard rumors that both of them were dating during middle school, but Takumi denies it. So Daiki reveals Natsuki currently has a boyfriend. Afterward, when Daiki walks home with Jun, he starts to develop feelings for Jun. Later, all the preparation for community outreach event has been done, and on the night before the musical, Takumi asks Natsuki about the boy she's dating currently. Then Natsuki accuses him of falling in love with Jun. Takumi reveals that while he is concerned about Jun, he is not in love with her, and he has always regretted not trying to convey his feelings for Natsuki during middle school, even when he was aware of her feelings for him at that time, leading Natsuki to reveal that the boy she's referring to is none other than Takumi himself. Unbeknownst to them, Jun overhears their conversation. Heartbroken, Jun runs away. She meets the fairy egg, who reveals that she has worsened the curse by trying to convey her feelings for Takumi. The next day, Jun doesn't show up for the musical and is nowhere to be found in the school. Takumi and Natsuki figured out that Jun might heard them last night and runs away. The situation leads Natsuki to fill Jun's role, while Takumi frantically goes searching for her. Takumi has been searching for Jun and finally reaches the love hotel that has been shut down. He finds her inside the hotel. When he asks her to return, she refuses, and to his surprise, she can talk normally. Jun angrily lashes out at Takumi as he tells her that the reason she is unable to convey her words is not because of the fairy egg's curse, but because of her fear. Wanting to hear her voice once more, Takumi allows Jun to lash out all of her anger and frustration at him until she is satisfied. This convinces Jun to perform in the musical, but they return. Jun confesses her feelings for Takumi, but it is revealed that Takumi is still in love with Natsuki, to which Jun replies that she knew. Jun and Takumi arrive just in time before the final scene, allowing Jun to sing and convey her feelings to her mother, who finally understands what she has been through. As the musical closes, Jun understands that the fairy egg was a very however creative mind, that she made to have somebody she could fault for her condition, and presently she chooses to open up her heart, grappling with her past. In the end, as the movie ends, Daiki finally decides to confess his feelings to Jun. While Takumi and Natsuki reconcile their relationship. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. If you have any suggestions or questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Until next time, take care.